Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Flying North. So when you are a newly landed immigrant in a completely new country, you not only face hurdles like finding yourself a job, finding the housing and commuting yourself, but you also face another biggest challenge, and that is of childcare. Episode, I will be discussing what are the various daycare facilities that are available in Ontario, what are the subsidies that are provided by the Ontario government for landed immigrants in order to help them with the daycare fees, and also a bit on what are the various regulations and how these daycares operate in Ontario region. So without much overdue, let's start. So usually you will find there are two types of daycares in Ontario. One is the licensed daycare and the other one is the unlicensed daycare. I won't get into much details on the differences between that, but just to give you a brief overview, licensed daycares are usually they have the license by the Ministry of Education. So you have representatives from these government officials who've come there. They've monitored the daycare facilities. They've reviewed the programs. They've reviewed the meal chart, and they've given the approval. Unlicensed daycares are usually daycares that are run by individuals. They don't have the approval by the Ministry of Education, but that does not mean that they're illegal. They are not illegal. They have all the rights to operate, and at the same time, they do, in a way, try to maintain the same program as that of the licensed daycare. And they also provide almost the same meal plans, and more or less everything is the same, but it's just that they don't have the license by the Ministry of Education. So if you have already taken temporary accommodation or if you've taken housing where you know that you will be living for the next 6 months and you want to look for a daycare around that region, one of the best websites to go in is toronto.ca, and under that you can find children program and activities, and in there you will find child care locator. So I've provided the link for that website down below in the blog. If you fall under Brampton or Mississauga region, then you'll probably have to go under the Peel region and look for childcare service providers. The moment you enter your address over there, it will bring up a chart of the various daycare facilities that are available in that region. And under that, you can notice whether these are licensed daycare and whether they have something called as the childcare fee subsidy. So now, what is a childcare fee subsidy? The Ontario government provides a subsidy, or they provide help in paying the fees for the daycare for families that fall under a certain income level. So as you are newly landed immigrants, you basically have no income, right? You will be eligible for the childcare fee subsidies. Now, to apply for the childcare fee subsidies, you will have to go into the link. Go ahead and log into toronto.ca. Under the children's program and advice, you can see the license daycare. It will ask you for the address that you are there. Go ahead and you can enter an address, and it will show you the chart of all the daycares that are available. Now you can see it's a licensed daycare with childcare fee subsidy that's available. Will give you all the other options. You can use of childcare fee subsidy. We'll get into the details. Again, come back over here and click. All you need to do is click here, apply. It will show you about. So this page will give you completely in detailed review on what is childcare fee subsidy. So you need to be a family how after applying while receiving eligibility. So it will give you all the details that you require for. We can come here and look at childcare fee subsidy calculator. Now let's take for granted because I'm a landed immigrant, I have an infinite one. Because I'm landed immigrant, I have no income. I'll go ahead, click 0 and I'll put 0. I'll press calculate. Based on that, it's telling me that I need to pay only $0. So it's telling that you have to pay just $0 that day. So that means I basically have to pay no money at all. That's what it's trying to say. Now let's take that one of your spouses have got a paid salary. The person has got 55 and maybe even you got a 55K. Okay, and you're calculating. It shows that you do not qualify for childcare subsidy. So that means you will have to pay the entire fees for the childcare. Now let's take one of your spouses doesn't have. but you have the fees. So you go ahead and calculate. So it's saying you will have to pay a partial fees of $24.90, and the rest maybe they charge $45 a day, or they charge 70. I think because it's a infant, the charges are almost like 70. It comes to around 60 to $70 a day. So you may have to pay the remainder, like 70 minus $25. So you'll have to pay the remainder money per day for that. So that's how childcare fee subsidies. Getting this childcare subsidy, you will have to go in and apply for the childcare over here. As you can see, it's written apply for your childcare fee subsidy. Go ahead, click on the link, and it will open up a form. So you need to fill in that form. You need to fill in this form, and while filling in this form, it would ask you which are the daycares that you would choose. So that's when you need to look into that chart, look at the daycares that are around your locality, which fall under the child care fee subsidy program, and probably enter those options. Once you submit the form, probably within a week's time or a month's time, you will get a call from the agency of city, and they will call you in for a meeting. And during the meeting, they'll probably ask you to bring in your landing papers, your PR card, and your residence proof to show that you are living in that particular locality, and to make sure that your child has a seat available. So once they review the case and they approve you for the child care, you have to make sure that your child gets a seat in one of those daycares that you are applying for within a matter of 6 weeks. So if your child doesn't get any seat with 6 weeks, then you'll have to reapply for the childcare subsidy all over again. So this is a very great initiative provided by the government to help individuals uh, who are under to help individuals with their childcare fees. Great initiative to help individuals with their childcare daycare fees subsidies. So this is one of the very great options. You need to do is go into log into kijiji.ca, type in daycare and the region that you are interested. Once you search, you will find the various daycare centers that are available out here. Now, I must tell you that most of these daycare centers are home-based daycare centers, and they may or may not be licensed daycares. So these are few of the options that you have out here. Okay, and you can just go ahead and contact them, and you can see the some of them write prices, some of them don't. Now, for an early on program, all you need to do is go inside early years program. Right now it's showing that these programs have been shut down because of COVID, but I'm giving information once the COVID is over and everybody goes back, uh, the economy is back to normal. So this is at that time. You can see that this is completely a free program for both the parents and the children from birth to the age of 6. You can come down over here and you can see all the locations in which these programs are provided, and probably you can contact them and know the timing. Is it from 9 to 11, or is it 1 to 2? So based on that, you can go ahead and enroll into the nearest early on childcare program that is available. Go ahead, click on the program calendar. You can see that there are various circle time, there's toddler time, there's workshop for parents. So it depends which center. This is a cumulative program for all the centers, but depending on which center you're going to, you can go in and see the various programs, and all your questions regarding daycare finding in Canada has been cleared out with this video. I wanted to add a few more points which I had missed out earlier, and that is in regard of the subsidized daycare. So suppose one of you all is not working at the time when your subsidy has got approved. You have 3 months from the time of approval in order to find yourself a job. If you're not able to do, then you'll lose the seat under the subsidy. You can still continue with the daycare. It's just that you'll have to pay the full fees and you will not be eligible for subsidy. So it is very important for the subsidized that both of you all are working. Again, your subsidy is eligible for just 1 year. After 1 year, you will have to revisit your caseworker again, and based on your income at that point, probably your seat will be either there or either you'll have to go ahead and pay a full fees. I come to an end of this session. I hope all your questions have been cleared out. I hope you have got all the information that you need in order to go ahead and find a daycare in Canada. If there is any other questions you all have, if there is some topics that I have not covered regarding the daycare, do let me know and I'll definitely try to make a video on that. Thank you and have a good day.